Hi guys, it's Vin here. Today I'll be going over the Trv900, some of its cool features, how it compares to the VX1000, and is this the right camera for you? So the Trv900, originally released just 3 years after the VX1000 in 1998, has a lot of interesting features. The first feature I noticed about this camera was it has a huge 3.5-inch rotating LCD screen, which you don't even find on some modern cameras. It also has a decent sized viewfinder that can be activated when your LCD screen is closed. Another thing I noticed about it when I first picked it up is it actually wasn't too heavy, especially with the battery being on the back. I could film with this for hours and I wouldn't get tired. The one drawback to this camera is, unlike the VX1000 and other camcorders like it, it doesn't have the built-in handle on the top. So if the built-in handle was kind of holding you back from getting this is an easy $30–40 fix. I know part of the VX1000's popularity for skateboarding was because of that built-in handle, but like I said, a $30–40 fix, and it only takes about a minute to screw it on. So really you're not losing that much time. So now that we've gone over my initial first thoughts of this camera, let's go into some of the more minor details that make this camera so cool. So like the VX1000, the Trv900 has the 3CCD sensor, which is where you get all those awesome colors from. Like the VX1000, this also has a 52mm lens mount, which means that you can use the Mark I fisheye on it or other fisheyes that are also compatible with the VX1000. For the Trv900, I would definitely recommend having a couple of spacers on it just to give it that extra fisheye look. Moving over top of the camera, you'll also notice that it has a built-in ND filter, which can come in handy. On the side here, you'll also notice that it has 3 focus settings. My favorite to use while filming is manual, and then it has the push auto button on the bottom as well. So when you're filming fisheye and you want to get that focus right, the push auto button comes in super handy. It also has a tiny LCD screen on the side, which shows you your battery level and how much tape you filmed. On the top, you'll also notice that's where the hot shoe mount is located. For me, it's not a great spot because depending on how long your mic is, it could stick out and hit the fisheye or get in the way of the fisheye. For long angle filming, you won't really have to worry about that. Behind the hot shoe mount, you're gonna have all your playback buttons, and behind that is your zoom in, zoom out, and also a photo button. To the right of the camera, you're gonna notice this is where you insert your DV tapes. There's also going to be all your audio video ports here, as well as your mic input and your DV in out input for capturing. Moving to the back of the camera, this is where you're going to find all of your video settings, your exposure, your white balance, your shutter speed, all of that. It'll also have an auto lock and a hold button on the side of the camera, so if you find your perfect settings, that's where you can lock them in so they can't be changed. So behind your LCD screen, you are going to find extra buttons. A lot of these just have to do with effects and your capturing capabilities, stuff like that. But you're also going to find your menu button, which is where you can change all your basic settings like your clock, your audio even, and a couple of different input settings. While you're scrolling through your settings, you're also going to find that this camcorder actually has a 16:9 wide mode, which is super cool. Personally, I wouldn't use it, but it's just a cool feature to have. Also, this camera does show you your zebras, which, if I'm not mistaken, is actually pretty advanced for 1998. And I don't believe the VX1000 actually has this mode. So now, how does this camera actually compare to the VX1000? If you want my opinion, it's a little bit less expensive, a little bit less convenient version of the VX1000. The picture quality is very similar, the colors are similar, the audio is not quite as good. The VX1000 does have the built-in handle and the better mic, but with a couple extra accessories like the external mic and the handle, the Trv900 is basically a mini VX1000. Actually determining the difference in video between the Trv900 and the VX1000 is more difficult. The VX1000 is a little bit higher quality than the Trv900, the Trv shooting 308,000 pixels while the VX shoots 410. But in all honesty, you're not really gonna notice that difference. If there's anything I've missed about this camera or in comparison to the VX, please leave it in the comments section. And if you have any questions about the camera, I'll try my best to respond. You can actually find this exact camera for sale in the comments section below. So if you are interested in buying it, please check out the link. And I always appreciate a like and a subscribe for more camera reviews. Now enjoy some fall B-roll footage I shot using the Trv900.